Brief overview what this rock signifies. I'm sorry. Basically, this rock not only signifies the hard work and the dedication that these Dallas brothers have put into the community, into their service, into their faith, but it also signifies the struggles, the pains that we all go through, despite our, that hard work that we go through, despite our struggles and our pains. These rocks signify basically these brothers' hearts. They're rocks. Because as much as these brothers, they want to sometimes throw in the towel or sometimes just take a break, they keep striving and they keep persevering. And these brothers are truly people who have impacted me in my life. I'll just read off the names. It's a long, I guess it's like a decade, right?
A decade.
Kind of a decade. All right. So the first one, Scott Mendoza in 2003, Richie Bonifacio in 2004, Brian Frias in 2005. It starts at Ronald 2001, Mikey 2002, then Scott, Andrew Valenzuela, sorry. I want to say Valencia. 2006, Joseph Rillo, 2007, Raymond Estrella, 2008, Sean, 2009, Josh Rillo, 2010, Kyle Esteban, 2011, me, 2012, and this rock, it went from this rock to this rock. The brothers filled at this rock, so we had to move it to this rock. And I'm so proud of these brothers, each and every single one of them. Just knowing that there's enough names to fill this small rock, and I'm definitely sure that there's going to be more names to come to fill this rock. And let me tell you, trying to pick a brother to get this rock is a difficult task. Like the people who I talked about, it's hard to pick a brother because there's so much, brothers in the service team, brothers in this community that show so much heart for this community, that show so much heart for their brothers and sisters. And I really feel like all of these brothers deserve a piece of this rock. All of these brothers deserve a piece of this recognition. And when I was thinking of who I wanted to give this rock to, I wanted to give it to a brother who has just started their journey in this community, who hasn't even reached their full potential. This rock, I remember Sean saying this in leaders training, that this rock signifies a brother's service and how much, that there's so much more to this brother's service than this community or now. And, it was really hard picking a brother, and I was thinking about brothers who I've seen growing up in this community, who I've served with, Pal, Jan, Sean, well, he already got the rock. Ian, all these brothers, man, they're so deserving of this rock. And they've done so much for this community. And, it's really impacted me as a brother. And it's really shaped me as a brother and how I want to, impact my brothers and sisters. And I feel like these brothers that I, named, I feel like I feel like they've done so much already in this community that, they already have the rock, metaphorically. But, this brother that I'm going to give the rock to, I've seen him grow up. I've seen him since we were little kids. I've seen him turn into this shy boy to this brother who's leading so much brothers today. And just recently, he's really grown as a leader, really grown as a person, and he's really discovered, new talents, meeting new people, discovering new things about himself. And that's what, a brother is about. It's about still leaving room to grow, still leaving room for improvement. And, I'm so blessed and proud to be able to work side by side to this brother. And I just know that, the reason why I'm giving this rock is because I know that he has a capability, he has a potential, and he will, be able to lead, North Texas, all the brothers and sisters And so this year, The Rock is going to Miggy Fajardo.
A famous payphone.
I never expected me getting this rock, you know, these rocks. The first time I ever saw this presentation was 3 years ago, whenever Kyle got it. And I really didn't know that I had enough potential 3 years later to get this. And I just want to thank all the brothers who've been so supportive, and Luis, you know, you guys really are the rock to this community. And there's just been so many struggles throughout this past year, but I think God's really calling me to say that this is my year, you know. I've discovered myself so much. I've discovered my talents. You know, this year has been so spiritual for me, especially since I went to Rome 3 weeks ago when the Pope was elected. You know, I feel like, you know, God was calling me to do something greater, to lead all of you guys. And I just thank you guys so much for your service and for all you've done. You know, I never expected, and God, He does such great things for us, and He's never gonna abandon anyone. So, I just thank Luis so much, and I thank all the brothers, you know, out here representing North Texas, and not just that, representing YFL Nation. Yeah. So, thank you so much, Luis.
You rock, Miggy.
I don't have a lot of voice, sorry. Okay, so can everyone hear me?
No.
I don't know. Okay, so like with Luis, received this rock back last year, and this rock symbolizes the sisters' journey in North Texas, and it was hard. Like, I'm gonna go with Luis. Like, it was hard. Like, choosing, like, discerning of who is the next sister that will receive this rock for 2013. Because, you know what? Growing up in this community, being in YFL for my 6th year, it's just like so much has happened, and so many people, different people, has impacted me today, and you know, just the journey that I've been going through with just within this community has just really inspired me. And just to read off this rock, started off 2006. I have shorts underneath, I'm sorry. 2006, Kelly Pokies. 2000, oh my gosh, where does it go? 2007, Camille Salazar. 2008, I don't know where 2008 is. Vanessa Ruiz. 2009, Mary Joshua Sabado. 2010, Kimberly Pokies. 2011, Francesca Dinse. And then 2012, me. And when I was thinking about who in particular this sister would have it for 2013, there were so many names that came in mind. so many areas that I've seen grown and been made within the past couple years. And like I wish I could just give it to like every one of you guys. But I just want to honor the sisters that have impacted me. You know, in Grand Hill, like starting off in Grand Hill, you know, Therese, you know, in Garland, Patricia, you know, Airport chapter, Zara, you know, seeing Rachel Boland coming into camp, it's so weird. Like, I'm telling you, like, being in this community for like it's been like 2 generations. And just to see like so many people grow, like Ray, Elle, seeing Sandra in camp, you know, Angelica, you know, so many of these sisters that's really impacted me and really impacted, you know, this rock, that I believe that, you know, each and every one of you deserve this as well. But for the sister that I wanted to choose, I wanted to choose a sister that would lead this new generation. This generation that is still so young. You know, seeing camp and visiting, it's so like mind-blowing to see the little kids that like, I'm so used to being the youngest, and it's weird like seeing like 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds. And for this sister, I want her to be motivated when she has this rock, be motivated to lead this generation and you know, inspire other sisters as well to be that woman of God that, you know, we're all called to be. So for the year 2012, 2013, 2013, I just want to recognize North Chapter especially for how much they've grown. So I want to bring up Casey Tinkson.
You just pushed me off my chair. Ow. Oh my god! This is so weird! Okay, I can get this. This is so unexpected. Actually, yeah. Oh gosh. Wait, are you on? Oh, sorry. Okay. I just want to say thank you for all of you guys from making me the person I am today, basically, because I've always grown up in this community. If it wasn't for basically all of you guys, I wouldn't be here. From Vanessa Ruiz leading me and teaching me everything I know, from all the older sisters, that has always been there for me. I don't know, for the past 2 years, it's been a struggle, I don't want to cry, with my faith. I guess from receiving the sisterhood flower to receiving the rock, I think it's affirmed my service. From, I don't know, being in this camp as a participant, I wasn't even on the service team, it was so weird. And I remember Kyle always had this story about the time when he grew up with a bunch of older people and then they ended up graduating and they moved on. Oh my gosh, why'd you do this to me? Lately I don't know, that story's been hitting me because I feel like I'm in the same position because I'm not the old generation, I'm not the, okay, I am new generation, but there's so much, I feel like there's so much younger than me, but I don't know, it's been a journey to where I am, and I'm so speechless, and oh my gosh! I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
I was like, attention of everybody. so blessed to have our two full-time workers here. So I would just like to introduce them to you. Tom Park.